Hi, welcome back. I have a special video today. It's kind of a two-in-one. I do have this custom journal to share, but it is also highlighting a new digital download that I have in my shop called Oxides and Lace. It's 6 journaling cards and they're throughout this journal, so I will comment more on them as we get to it. So this is a custom order for someone who wanted a Chicago travel themed journal with accents of green. And so I just kind of went really different on this. And just kind of followed it. I went with this green cover, and then I have this pink doily that has some blue distress oxide on it, and then on the front there's this green texture piece that's like these rays, and then this little flower, and then I also added more collaging on the back, and so there's a flower there, there's like a city skyline, and this flower is actually, this is a photo from the Chicago Botanical Gardens, so this is actually a flower from Chicago. And let's get into it. So I did a lot of distress oxides. Here's a journaling card. This isn't in my kit. This is an actual one. And just, okay, so here's one of them. And this is the actual print, what it looks like when it's printed. I went ahead and did oxides, multiple layers, and then a little bit of coffee stenciling, which gave it a little bit of a vintage feel, and there's a little bit of texture, and then there's lace and stitching and buttons. So there's 6 different cards in this download. The link is below, and it'll be obvious which ones they are throughout here, but you can journal on the back. This is a rose from the Chicago Botanical Gardens, and so we have that. And then this is a pocket that has one of these vintage categories cards: weekend fun, your city or town, vacation, and after school. And then there is a stitched index card, so she can use this as a journaling prompt if she would like to. Lots of green. There's a flower, grid paper. Here's another one of the cards from my kit. I love the lace on that one. This is a vintage 1950s encyclopedia. Sorry, there's little hot glue strings. Chicago Public Library, Chicago, entries on Chicago. Here's a little pocket. There's some bike washi, and here's another one of the cards. I decided to do distress oxides because they're so fun to work with, and no two are ever exactly the same. So this is kind of capturing that to me, like you'll never be able to get this combination. And not everybody has oxides and they like the look, so I thought that might be a nice download. So this is from, my boys are watching Mickey in the back, so they're saying, "Oh, toodles," really loud, so sorry about that. So this is a city skyline coloring page from like a big city. All right, so here's a leaf card, and I cut it in half and made 2 pockets. So this is the Chicago River, and I backed it with copy dyed paper. And then this is an oxide book page tag. Here's Chicago map and another one of the lace journaling cards. More about Chicago. Little bike stamp. This is also from the Chicago Botanic Gardens, and journaling space, and then a little stitched journaling card, and there is journaling space on the back as well. Little tab there. This is all about Chicago in the 50s, from the Indiana map. And here's another one of my digital journaling cards. The purples really came out with those. An extra clip for you about the Great Chicago Fire. More about Chicago. A little collage up there. More collaging, and this is another pocket with some journaling cards. And another one of those journaling cards from my kit. And the end. I hope that was fun. I hope you enjoyed it and that you enjoyed making those journaling cards. Also, if anybody would be interested in how to make their own digital journaling cards, I'm throwing around the idea of doing a tutorial on that, about how to actually like make them and scan them and edit them, and so that you can either share them or use them multiple times. So let me know if there's any interest in that or not, because I'm not finding a whole lot of tutorials online for the actual digital part of junk journaling, and that would be super helpful. I can't say my words. Have a wonderful evening.